What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are looking at the charts. It's day one of the challenge, $200 to $1,000 challenge. So let's just go ahead and let's try and get right with that. You feel me? First things first, we want to see what's in the market for us today. What can we play with? If I'm looking here on the daily, NAS is definitely coming down. But we only have $200, right? You see here, 200. This is a live account. You see at the bottom left, it says live using HeroFX. So this is what you need. And if you need a broker like HeroFX, link in the bio, link in the description, link in the description. Now, we're gonna trade either 3 things, maybe 4, throughout this course in this challenge, right? First will be NAS 100, or the SPY, which is basically the same thing. S&P 500 and the NAS 100, we could combine that into one. They move in tandem with each other. Second thing is gonna be gold. Those are gonna be the 2 major things, right? Basically the stock market and gold. And then third is gonna be USD JPY, which is actual Forex, right? That's US dollars compared to the Japanese yen. And finally, Euro USD. And again, that's euros compared to US dollars. So we're gonna see what happens here. Now, I will say though, on the daily, this does look like this uptrend is not gonna stop. I mean, it came here, whoop, bow, right? We're actually gonna take a different play though. We're gonna go to SPY. We're gonna look at the SPY. We're gonna try and find something that we like. So can we find value anywhere? Right? So for instance, and I think this has already been filled, but I'm just drawing for the sake of drawing right now. I gotta get my bearings. Where is rectangle? Let's favorite that. I always want to see that. What is this? Delete. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Okay, rectangle. This right here, we look a very tiny fair value gap. It definitely was filled, right? Then we're gonna draw another one. Rectangle. All right, that's not a fair value gap. That's not a fair value gap. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to draw another one. Now, why did I draw this fair value gap? Mainly to see if it's going to build any support here or if it's just going to take off, keep it running. Now, chances are it will keep running. Why do I say that? Because if you see here, it sold off, right? Came back, right? It sold off, created that fair value gap. Came back, broke through it with ease clearly in the daily. And then you see how this started to have a little sell-off. Red is always selling. Red had a little sell-off, but it wasn't major at all. It clearly stopped here. Came up, it opened, went up, came back down, went up, you know what I'm saying? Or probably opened, came down, right? And then went back up, closed, opened, blah, blah, blah. So now what I'm saying is because we have this big wick, right? I love wicks. Wicks are my favorite, right? Do I have the circle here too? Let's get the circle going. Okay. Because we have this big wick, wicks are my favorite. And I'm going to explain to you why. It indicates to me, wicks indicate to me a sense of strength, right? And where the momentum is headed. So when I see big wicks on the bottom, I'm expecting price to continue further upwards, right? Because that's showing that yes, it wanted to sell off, but a lot of people, a lot of buyers decided we're gonna keep this above a certain price. So when I see a long wick on the bottom of the candlesticks, I like to say That's indication that price wants to continue to rise, right? So we see that here. It continued to rise. It came back down, right? We see it here again. I want to see this continue to rise. That's basically what we're saying. And you can see it again right here. Big wicks on the bottom, big wicks on the bottom. It continues to rise. We got a big wick here on the top. And then it's followed by a wick that's still rising. It's red, but it's still rising, right? So technically, this did not give you the proper indication that it's going to continue to fall or that it's going to make a reversal. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. But anyways, trading, especially when you're trading your own real money, we don't rush anything. So I could do all of this talking. It's only been 10 minutes since the market has opened. So now what we want to do is zoom in. We got an idea of what's going on, you know, on the daily. On the daily, we're looking for prices to continue rising and to stay above the fair value gap of 74.50 region, right? Now, the best bet would be to say, we don't want to see this bad boy hit anywhere below there. We don't want it to go anywhere below where that wick was. And this wick was 74.80. So we don't want to see it go anywhere, but anywhere below there is technically, I don't want to say, anywhere below that blue line, 74.80 region, that can be considered a start to this change of structure, right? When I say change of structure, as you see when I zoom out, look at how it's just going up. It's just going up, up. Now we start to see some kind of real, like roller coaster-y type of up and downy, right? So if it goes below this blue line, we could start saying, okay, maybe there's a change of structure, and see if it goes below the purple after that fair value gap that I marked for here, then we know, okay, it's not respecting this as a support. Is it going to respect this? And if it doesn't respect, we'll draw that out for you. If it doesn't respect this as a support after it drops below that FVG, fair value gap, then we know this thing is going to keep going down. It's for sure a change of structure and we'll keep going down, right? But as of right now, we're not there yet, so we don't have to worry about that. As of right now, we're just focused on here. We don't want it to go below 7,500, basically. All right, let's go into the 1 hour, digest some more what's happening. So look it. We have uptrend, right? Lots of selling pressure. You see how the big wicks on the bottom, on the top, they're not at the bottom anymore. They're on the top, right? Indication that possibly wants to go down. We got some selling pressure. This could be some resistance. You see it slowed down, right? It slowed down. This could be some resistance. So now, right, we could go ahead. Look, it tried to buy up right here. Nope. Sell it. More resistance. Sell, sell. Okay, we're going to keep going up. Now we got another one where the wick is very, very big on the top. And then it starts to sell off. So now what's different between this one and the one that didn't work before, where I was like, see, they don't all work. All right. So where was that at? This one. This one, it went down. It has the same looking indication, correct? Nice wick size on the top, and then another red box by the bottom. Thing is, like I said, this didn't continue to go down. It was still going up. Like even here, it's red, but it's still higher than it was in the previous, right? The body, at least. Maybe not the candlestick, but the body is way bigger. That's a lot of volume there. There's a lot of volume there. You know, there's a lot of trade volume happening right here. So with that being said, we know that's why it didn't go up. Now, if we go to this 1 hour, and we're looking at here, this is good. It already, honestly, it already came back here. So if we're being, you know, technical, right? We're being technical, and we say, yo, look, I noticed that it's making higher lows on the 1 hour. right? We making higher lows on the 1 hour, right? If this is a low, if this went up and this is where it peaked from the last run up, if I zoom out, right? If this is where it peaked from the last run up, boom. It stopped right there. It went up, tried to keep going. It didn't. Came back, almost stopped at the blue line again. Kept going up. Boom. Came back right, literally exactly to where it stopped almost at the blue line on the last wick, where it showed that it came up, right? So now what are we looking for? Are we looking for sales? I think we're looking for sales right here. We got to see if it breaks below this blue line. If it breaks below this blue line on the 1 hour, which is, price is what? 75.56, right? You can see it lights up. If I click it, it shows you on the chart to the right. 75.56 is the price we're looking at for it to drop and close below on the 1 hour. If we see price close below on the 1 hour, we'll get shorts. Now, adversely, I would say if we see price go above here, right? If price goes above, now we got our daily support and resistance. Now we got the support and resistance for today's session, just for today's session. So now if it goes above this blue line, which is 7,600, then we know we need to be getting some buys, right? So that's the sentiment for the S&P 500 today. Chances are it's not really going to trade anywhere where you can make money like that unless it breaks through those levels that I marked, right? So we could even put text here just to remind ourselves. Enter shorts at a break below. I should say break and close below. And we're going to put that to the right, make it white. And then here, we want to do enter longs at a break and close above. Now, the reason why I'm saying break and close, key word there, and is very important, ladies and gentlemen. And means it must. It's not optional. It's a must. You know, that's the difference between and or. Or is an option. And is not an option. And is all inclusive. So it must break above and close, right? So what is closing? If you don't know, if you're new to trading, what is a closing candlestick? So we'll do 1 minute to make this quicker. On the 1 minute, you'll see that, what time is it? 47. You'll see that it's got movement, right? But the things behind it are not moving anymore. The ones that don't move, those are closed candlesticks. The minute is up. Since we're on the 1 minute chart, every minute there's going to be a new candlestick. You see a new candlestick just came and this one stopped moving. Now we got this one that's going to continue to move for the next 60 seconds. So when I say break above, let's put an imaginary line for you real quick. When I say break above, I'm looking for it to break above, meaning price just goes above, right? And then I want it to close. So let's say price just broke above, right? Let's say that was price that just broke above. I want it to close above there as well. I don't want to see my candlestick moving still when I enter my trade. I want the candle that I decided to enter in, I want that candlestick to be like the rest of these, no longer moving. It's set in stone, it's closed. That was the price when we got in. You get what I'm saying? So now let's just say this was the level, right? Let's just say this was the level. And let's just say I was like, oh, if it goes below this level, we're going to go ahead and enter. So since it just formed a new candlestick, I would enter my sells because I said if it goes and closes, so it went below right here, broke below, and then a new candlestick formed underneath. So that means that it closed below. So then I could go ahead and boom, let me go ahead and get in on sales. I got confidence because what? The trend is your friend. You got to believe what you see. I can teach you anything, but at the end of the day, you might see something in these charts, a pattern that I don't recognize. And you have to trust that what you see is correct. Because to be honest, every strategy works as long as you got the correct patience or the correct timing entering and exiting, the market. So, everything goes up and down. Look, you could have started, you know what I'm saying? Everything goes up and down. You could have started right here, decided you wanted to sell, and held it till here, right? It could have kept on going. Then you was like, you know what? I want to buy. And boom, you could have bought. Maybe you didn't hold, maybe you didn't sell it here. Maybe you thought it was going to keep going back up. So now it went back down and you're still holding. But guess what? You're back at where you bought in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's going to keep going back and forth, back and forth. So it's all about timing, no matter what your strategy is. You probably saw a strategy that said, yeah, it just took a nice dip. This is a support, what have you. I'm going to keep going. And then it may just fake you out and then come right back and then go exactly where you thought. You get what I'm saying? So it's about patience and what works for you, what you see. You have to trust what you see because that's the trend that you see, and the trend is your friend, right? So anyways, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at gold before we start placing trades because it's now 9:50. We almost ready. If something permits it, like I think I will take this trade. I really like the way this looks. I really like the way this looks on the 1 minute, but that's the 1 minute. So don't get confused. We need to go back to the 1 hour and see. Yeah, no, we remember why we don't do that. 1 hour says enter longs at the break, enter shorts at the break, right? Either below or above. So we actually don't want to enter a trade. I said it looked good for longs to go up, but we don't. It actually looks terrible because it's in the middle of an indecisive point right here, dead center. And look, it just dropped. Imagine if I got up and it kept going. All right, let's go look for gold. See what gold is doing today. Ooh, gold is down. Gold is down. So this is great. Gold looks beautiful. Let me show you why I think gold looks beautiful. Look at gold. Gold does a lot of jumping and coming back, right? So we got gold here. It dipped, came back, major dip, right? Now we got another one. If you want to call this a dip, it still came back to here, right? So even if you started as a long term, it dipped all the way down here, right? Came back all the way back here. This was the whole April to May. That was a whole month move for it to dip. This is April 28th to May 7th, not even a whole month. It's like a week. You could have, swing trade down and exit, swing trade back up. A week's time, right? Show you again. Right here at the top, it dipped. Tried to come back, it didn't work out. It dipped some more, came all the way back to where it originally dipped. You get what I'm saying? This is what gold does. So when I say I like what gold looks like right now, I'm going to show you why. You probably can already see it, but I'll show you why. So now we got a dip. Came up, didn't try it. Came up right back to where it didn't try again. Oh, we got some resistance right here, right? So let's mark that. That's some resistance. And as I continue, right, as I continue to see, I see that this might be a strong resistance because look at that. Block, block. Let's call this trying it again. Block. Tried it again recently. Blocked. It's getting blocked right here at 45.90. 4,600 might be a nice resistance at the current time. So anyways, we got here. What it do? It said dip all the way down here. Came back. What? Right back to the top. Now it's dipping. Right back to this little region. So here's what I'm forecasting. I'm forecasting. Do you see all of this area right here? This whole region right here? This region right here, I'm forecasting that gold will continue to drop to here. So the ideal play, right, essentially, the ideal play would have been this. Let me enter short position. Ideal play would have been right here to about right here. Put your stop loss right there. Risk reward, that's a 4.3 risk reward ratio, right? It's already damn near halfway down, right? If I move all of this, that's now 4.0 because I just moved the stop loss. But if I move this down, let's say to right here, now we at a 0.85 risk reward ratio. It's already 50% down. If I put it here, look, that's a 2.7 risk reward ratio. You're still decent, but that's dangerous. So what am I going to do? And why is this dangerous? It's dangerous because it could literally look at this line right here, how this was building some support or resistance, whatever, and then dropped. It was indecisive in this area and then decided, right? Same thing. It's indecisive here and then goes up. So this can keep coming down, or it could decide, no, actually, we like these levels. We're going to respect these levels and reverse on you, right? So what I'm looking for is actually, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for it to actually continue to come back down here, like I said. Enter when it comes down here. And then I'm looking for it to go back to the blue level. You know what I mean? So now when I enter here, I got a stop loss, you know, right here. Now we're looking at a 5.0 risk reward. You know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at a 5.0 risk reward just by waiting. So honestly, I'm not even looking to enter into gold trades right now. It wouldn't be smart. It just wouldn't be smart. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Yeah, we trying to do high probability trading only. That's the key. High probability trading is what's going to build your account. If it's not high probability trading, we really don't want to fuck with it. So we're going to wait till it gets to our, what you call it? And we could even put an alert. Let me right click on there. Where's my alert button? Is it this? Is it the plus button right here? Oh, plus alert. All right, so now we got an alert going. That'll actually ping my phone. If you got the Trade Locker app, it'll ping your phone. Boom. Hey, price has just reached, gold has just reached X, Y, and Z. And then I'll be like, cool. We in there like swimwear. We did it. So that's the 1 hour. Gold's looking like it's going to go down. Let's go back to SPY. We could delete this circle here. That circle was for this morning little chat. Sorry, I like a clean, you know. All right. And then I also need to edit these settings. Let's get a clock, that top countdown timer. How do I do it? Where's countdown? Let me know if y'all see countdown timer. Let me know if y'all see countdown timer. I don't see a timer countdown. I thought it was on symbol or status line. I could have sworn it was here. So that's interesting. My time zone, I'm always going to want it to be NYC, so everything is synced. Yo, countdown to next bar, where is that option? Am I tripping, bro? Am I tripping, bro? Where's the countdown to bar close option? Maybe it's here somewhere. Logarithmic, labels, count down the bar close. There we go. So now you see on my price, I could see 36 seconds left till the 1 hour candlestick. We're going to find a new candlestick in 1 hour and 30 seconds. A new hour forms in 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, it's almost at the blue line now. It's still going down. So if you're a dangerous person, you would go ahead and take that trade and go down and blah, 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 because I told you where it's going to go. But I like to wait. We only have $200, so we want the high probability setups so that when we actually enter, it's a high probability of winning, right? So that's what we're going to do. Patience is a virtue. Ain't nothing to rush. All it's got to do is come here, stay there. We'll enter with a stop loss. And if it respects it, it respects it. If it doesn't, it's going to reverse right here and keep going. Why would it do that? We don't know. We don't care. But we know what we know is what we know. Gold's still going down. That's what we like to see. We might really enter that gold when it gets down there. But this is it, folks. This is how you trade. Again, you could have been taking these trades that I'm telling, or you could practice patience and wait. Not every day you're going to have to trade. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of trading. You don't have to trade every day. Let's see what's going on in the news while we, you know what I mean? See what's happening in the Forex news. This is a website I like to check my Forex news at. It's called Forex Factory. It's free, easy to use. It gives you data on what's going on. So right now, ISM manufacturing PMI info just came out. So they got charts for you to look at. You can see historical data on, you know, ISM and their PMI info that they've released, right? And this goes back, who knows how far. I mean, I'm looking all the way at 2002 right here. So it goes back pretty far. You could turn forecast on and off, which are the dots, and I guess the actual are the blue. So, yep, the blue is the actuals, the forecasts are the dots, so you could see if it surpassed, if it or it didn't meet expectations, right? What else can you do here? If I click on the folder icon, I could actually see some information, some news stories that came out recently about this exact event. A little quick description of what the event is and how it may affect you as a trader. So as you can see, it measures the level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers in the manufacturing industry, right? This is the Institute of Supply Management. The effect, actual greater than the forecast, is good for currencies. So right now, as of today, May 2026, 52.7 was the actual 53.1, right? Let me X that. Was that today? No. Today's actual was 54, while their forecast was 53.3. So it says here, an actual greater than the forecast is good for currency. So we should see this stop going down. We should see, right, price go up if that's good for currency. But then again, they always say news is already priced into the market 3 days before. So who knows? What else we say? It tells you why traders care. Above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction. So at a 54, they're growing. That's what they're basically telling you. It's not growing by a lot, but it's growing. Why traders care? It's a leading indicator of economic health. Business reacts quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of the economy. And makes sense. So now let's look at the pricing, right? Actual greater than the forecast is good for currencies. This is a component of the PMI, but reported separately as an inflation gauge. Above 50 indicates rising prices, below indicates falling prices. So they had a forecast of 85.3 and the actuals of 82. So they're telling us that prices are going down, but I'll be one to tell you, if I go to my local grocery store, prices are not going down, because I try to get steak the other day, a month ago, a 4-pack was, I paid about 75, 80 bucks. 2 weeks ago, I tried to get it. It was like 90 bucks. Literally last weekend, I tried to go again just to price check, because I already knew it was going to be something like, I'm not paying $25 for a steak I still have to cook, right? So I was like, okay, let me go just price check, see if it dropped. $100 for, it was like 105 for a 4 pieces of steak, like a 4-pack of steak. I was perplexed. So yeah. This says prices are going down, but I don't believe that. Maybe they're going down for the managers and business owners, but they're keeping their prices stagnant for actual retail customers. Who knows? But yeah, I like to look at the news, see what's going on. As you see, the green arrow tells you exactly what news event we are currently on, right? So it's 10 a.m. This is the next one to look at. I guess all of this already came out, so this is the next to come. Tells you what countries it should affect or what countries it's coming from, yada, 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 right? You also get to see what session you're in. So right now we're still in the London/New York session. That's why if you came to this video based off of the initial introduction challenge video on Instagram or TikTok, then you'll understand why I said we trade the New York session where volume is most prevalent. Because as you can see, we've got London and New York sessions. Those are the 2 places that spend the most money. So anyways, yeah. That's what we like to see. SPY is having troubles, but I still think it's going to continue going down. I still think it will continue. At least, maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not a fan of when SPY moves slow like this. But what I will say is, it's starting to find its indecisive. It came here. It almost went to our blue line, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Patience is a virtue. If I wasn't streaming, I would actually just, I have my alert set, so I would honestly just leave and know I'm not placing any trades today until I see, you know, okay, my alert pinged me and let me know price is where you wanted to enter, so get back to your trading, right? Price is not there yet. So if it got here, it'll just ping my phone, like I said, say, hey, and I'll go enter, which I might end up doing. I don't need this video to be 2 hours long. This video could be 30 minutes. I gave you my sentiment on where I think the price is going to be. You know what I mean? You can't really, what more can you ask for? And I wanted to do, where's the watermarks at? Why I can't find what I want to find when I need it? Where is watermark? All right, and I'm doing the 15 there so you could easily see we on 15-minute, 1 hour, and you'll know what we're trading, whatever, right? So, okay, look, we got gold is coming back. It might have been respected this one right here, this level right here. We'll see. It might have just been deciding to respect this level. We'll see. But we want it to come back here first so that we could get in for a buy all the way back up. However long that could take, 3 days, that could take the same day, that could take a week to come all the way back up. But we're gonna get in here at a smooth 4,400. for $190 gain. I don't even know how many pips that is. I think every dollar on this is like 10 pips. I don't remember what the pip values are for gold. I forgot. But I'm trying to flip pips instead of ounces. You get me? Okay, so SPY is making it's a reversal now. And on the 15-minute, how we looking? See, on the 15-minute, that's pretty strong. Is it going to break above here, or is it going to just reject again? Because if it just rejects again, shit, I might get in on a short until it gets to where I need it to go. Because then that'll be like, yo, this is a level of rejection. We'll see what happens. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to put these little alerts and then let them let me know when I'm ready. Alert. And I'll put the alert on the above and the below so they don't catch me lacking. Alert. So I got these alerts on both sides, below or above. You get me? So, I mean, whatever happens, I'm ready for it. Whatever happens, I'm ready for it. But again, we may not even trade today. Every day is not a day to trade. Maybe day one of our $200 challenge is not a day to trade, because I'm not trying to lose this money. I'm really trying to grow it and show you guys it can be done in a relatively decent amount of time, and then you can compound that, you know, and do it again. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say you get 200 to 1,000. You can then turn that into withdraw 500, so you get your money back plus double, right? Now you playing with house money, another 500 sitting in that account because you only took half out. So now you're playing with house money, and you flip that 500 to 1,000 again, turn that 1,000 to, you know, you don't have to withdraw this time. This time now you actually focus on growing the account a bit, flip that 1,000 to 5,000. Then you withdraw 3,000, right? Now you got 2,000 to keep going and keep rolling. Draw that, make that 2,000, 10,000, right? If you was able to do 200 to 1,000, you could do 2,000 to 10,000. It's literally the same amount, right? It's the same. That's 5x. 200 to 1,000, that's 5x. 2,000 to 10,000, that's 5x. So if you could do 200 to 1,000, you could do 2,000 to 10,000. You get where my math is coming from? So this is how we're going to compound, right? If you could do 200 to 1,000, you could do 500 to 1,000. That's why I'm like, we're going to do 200 to 1,000. This is the plan if we successfully do this. Take out half, leave the account with 500, go back to 1,000 again. Be like, great, we made it. Try and flip that from 1,000 to 5,000. That's 5x. Take out the 3 so that you have some funds in your bank account. And then you got 2,000 to try and make 10,000. So it's like you're redoing the challenge over and over and over. You're just changing the numbers. But every time we're just trying to 5x whatever we put into the account. You get it? That's the challenge, right? We started with 200 because 200 is enticing. It's a low barrier of entry for everybody who wants to try it, learn it, or just do it because they already know how to trade and they just want to give themselves a challenge like this as something fun, right? So, yeah, we're not looking to lose this money though. We're definitely looking to double it at the very least. So, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Everything has to look perfect. You get what I'm saying? If it doesn't look perfect, it's not ready for me to trade. Now, if you're trading with my broker, with my Forex broker, you get options to trade stocks. You have options to trade crypto as well. You're not going to have all the stocks, just the major ones, just some major ones like Cisco, which Cisco is actually doing pretty decent recently. Where's the charts for Cisco? Now, the problem with trading stocks on these Forex brokers is that the spreads are normally, it's actually a decently sized spread, right? Decent sized spread. Normally though, these spreads be like 200, like look at FedEx. FedEx spread is 118, now 49. It all depends where you get in. But FedEx just, oh my Lord, FedEx, what did FedEx do, bruh? What a drop from $410 to $330. Wow. Bro. FedEx. What happened to FedEx? FedEx news. What in the world?
I've had so many drivers send me this video right here. You know, Swift Transportation themselves has told me, hey.
Wow. Yo, FedEx just went stupid. FedEx Freight, they got a new ticker. Oh, I gotta add that to my watch list. We're gonna be trading. Hey guys, we'll be trading FedEx Freight options contracts very soon. Wow, dude, I think I need to get in on a FedEx option. Yo, this shit, literally, bro, unreal. I wonder if this is done. Like, I want to get this. I need to log into my stock portfolio, get an options play on FedEx. Like, bruh, FedEx just dropped $100, bro, from 411 to 332. FedEx just dropped $70, filled a fucking gap from February. Like, what? Yo. Wow. How much does it cost to trade FedEx? Where's my trading window? $100 to trade one lot of FedEx. Let's just see what take profit would be. If I said it's coming back here. $665. And let's say stop loss. We drag it to here. That's a big stop loss. That's almost our whole account. We can't do that. $166, risking $166 for a potential $655. Bro, I just can't believe FedEx did that. And it don't even look like it's moving. It look like it's stagnant. It is moving, but it look like it's not. Wow. I got to get an options play on FedEx for a month out to go back an extra $100. And I need to get it today. INTC, going down. So essentially, you could trade stocks is basically my point. I'm sorry we got distracted with FedEx right there, but my point is you could trade stocks if you'd like. I just don't do it on here because you really got to hold it. Sometimes I lie to you not. Like you see this jump right here. I lie to you not. You see this right here. Sometimes the spread, and you're gonna ask what spread. If you don't know what spread is this. You see the lines, the two lines? One is the bid line, meaning what somebody is willing to pay, and the other one is the ask line, which is what somebody is trying to sell their position for, right? And the price in between, that's the spread. That gap in between the two lines, that's the spread. So now, what I'm telling you is, sometimes on these stocks with this platform, your spread will literally be the whole move that you're looking for it to make. So it could be down here, and you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna go right back to the top. And the spread will be like, yeah, you enter here, but you're already selling up here. Like so you're already in the negative, and the negative is where to break even basically would be, you know, where you think is gonna go. So this is actually, these spreads are not that bad. I'm not gonna hold you. These spreads are decent. Like I could show you one on crypto. The spreads be crazy. Look, Bitcoin, 2,700 spread, 5,000 spread. It's insane, bro. Like, Litecoin. Look at what I'm saying. Look at the spread, bro. The spread is the whole fucking channel. Look at this, Litecoin. If I bought a buy right now, it's gonna buy it down here. And then it's gonna say I'm negative as fuck because the sell is all the way up above the move. So if I was like, yo, yeah, I think it's gonna go from here to here, I'm not even gonna break even. I'll still be negative by the time it gets here. That's how big this spread is. Shit is crazy, bruh. The spread sometimes be wild. And so like things like this, I'm like, it's not even worth trading. Like they want me to hold this till it goes all the way back to $60. Nigga, fuck that. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Like, and I tell all my crypto people, anything below 50 on Litecoin is a fucking steal because it always goes to 50. For some reason, it stays there. Like, look, let me zoom out. For some reason, it stays at 50 and then goes up to 100 and then come back. Look at this red line. The red line is where we at right now. That's current price. 50, anything below 50 is a great buy for Litecoin. I always tell people that because then it's going to go up and come back. Go up to at least 100. You're going to at least double your bread within 3 months if you buy under 50. I promise you. It's like 50 is like a sweet spot for Litecoin. It loves to do that. And go up, come back. Go up, come back. I don't know if like $50 over here, this region, what's this? 29, 30. I don't know if $30 is the bare minimum floor where it's like, this is where all the lost wallets are. But yeah, it don't seem to go below that. If it goes below 30, I would be hella surprised. 50 is a great buy. 30, don't even hesitate on 30. Don't even second guess. If you see 30 on Litecoin, buy that shit. All right. Let's go back to, what we know. So we have our marks. We have our stuff set out. So again, I'm probably, like I told you before, just going to wait. This doesn't look like it's going to do anything. And I also said that at the beginning of this session. I said that this looks like it's going to be one of those days where it doesn't go anywhere. So we may not trade. And I'm about to log off. Because I've been talking for an hour straight and have not found something I like. So I'm about to log off. You get me? We waiting. Yep, we're just gonna wait it out. Today may not be the day, or it may not happen till 2 p.m. So we'll see. I'm about to go eat some breakfast. I'll see you when I see you. Tune in tomorrow for the next live of what we doing.